What's up, bitch? So good. BC's South Asian community is being hit harder by the effects of COVID. Bonnie Henry says that it's mainly due to weddings and social gatherings. This is a tough issue. This is a delicate issue. Oh yeah, what I posted here on the Coquitlam group. Comments, Carlos. Comments. Some are good and some are bad. You can't ask your mama or even your dad. Just send them to Derek to shot. He'll set you straight, he's got what it takes. He'll answer your comments while eating cornflakes. Comments. Comments. Just send them to Derek to shot. Also, different races have different family structures. Janine Cook, this is shockingly racist video. You're disgusting. Shame on you, racist pig. Oh, it's getting democratic now. Liberal. We don't technically have Democrats here, but yeah, you know. Because of course, I imagine you actually took the time to learn Punjabi. Yeah, that's what I thought. You'd be amazed at what you can say when it's in their language, as opposed to just an uneducated white person like yourself. But the same information exists on elsewhere. Exists elsewhere on CTV. Also, my friend's Punjabi wife says it was great. Instantly, she's like, boom, boom, I'm tagging this person, I'm tagging that person. Report this piece of shit, please. She's like, my life depends on being a hero. I've got to stop this racist pig. I got my own TV show. My name is Janine Connick, cause I'm a dick. My name is Jokes on Chronic Dick. Chronic Dick.
When you are on the computer and people say mean things to you, on comments or messages, always remember to stay cool, like Too Short.
What the hell am I talking about? Example, business with the white guy. I wouldn't mind knowing business elsewhere. And I was in the middle of saying more racist things like this. Here's the last comment that was racist, Karen. And I show her the comment. She's like, oh, fantastic, he's still here. Tag, tag. I'm the hero, Jokes on Dick. I report everything, and I've got a big dick in my...
Oh my god, somebody help me. I dropped the spoon on the ground.
10-4, I just wanted to know if you should be back 76 to Cabana Circle.
Don't push me to the side of the room.
Actually, there was another message I was still typing. I suggested sending you the original CTV news link. Are you guys still on a witch hunt? Seriously? Pay attention to what I'm saying, and not the fact that someone else is claiming I am, and then it stopped allowing me to type. It was like, they cut me off right there.
You know what? I'm calling the police. This is insane. Don't you even think about going anywhere. I'm calling right now.
Yeah, and here's some numbers about Surrey and Vancouver, and Surrey has all the cases. Gee, I wonder where that would be.
Update. 941 new cases in BC. What happened in the last 2 weeks? Diwali happened. My bets are on Surrey being the heart of these cases.
Automatically, you get that, what is it, what's that word again they use? Diversity? No, isn't that diversity a good word? You get that racial split, that divide, that thing that America lives with. We sit here and complain about a couple of things, like we're looking at race-related demographics and stats that we're not keeping track of here in BC. They are in Ontario. And we want to identify where strengths and weaknesses are, where highs and lows are, where we can realize on one side that white people and average statistics are not as affected as they say, and on the other hand, we can also aim to, you know, understand certain weaknesses and where you can help other members of the community who are greatly affected. Let's look at more comments, shall we, Carlos? JJ Sadu says, where did all the influenza... This guy's from the Chilliwack group, Chilliwack Beware. Mind you, that doesn't really prove anything. You got a lot of trolls and fake profiles and people that live in Missouri and stuff like that. Where did all the influenza cases go? I said, well, for one, we know... And someone, I think he mentioned something that got deleted. He mentioned something about pneumonia. I don't know. Either way, I was responding to that too. Well, for one, we never really kept track of that anyway. And two, we've been inside so long it barely exists, the influenza. And three, pneumonia is a symptom of the advanced stages of coronavirus. Okay? So you're learning. See, it is pneumonia, but you get it from COVID. It's sort of like AIDS. It makes you get other diseases because it lowers your immune system. COVID isn't AIDS, but you know what I'm saying. It's a coronavirus. Corona. Derek, we have kept track of those numbers for many years. In the States, the day they announced that hospitals would receive money for every COVID death, the number of pneumonia deaths plummeted and the COVID deaths skyrocketed. Interesting, kind of like conspiracy theories. It's kind of true, except here's the thing. Pneumonia is still mentioned because it's still a symptom of COVID. They didn't even... What did he say again? In every COVID death, receive money for every COVID death. It wasn't called... There was a bug that just flew by or something. Careful, camera. They didn't have COVID at first. It wasn't called COVID. It was called Corona, but they didn't have an actual name for it. I got the original videos. I've been tracking this thing since January. I said, BC is not keeping track of those numbers. And pneumonia is a symptom of COVID. You have it 100% incorrect. I'm Simon Cowell, of course, and I see you're trying really hard. It's just, you're so blatantly wrong. Couldn't you maybe move back to Calcutta and work in a rug factory? In a rug factory? A rug... And finally, how the hell have we kept track of COVID numbers for years, JJ? Are you sure you even know what years means? Pneumonia has been around much longer than COVID. You're sure trying to lead people astray. What the hell is wrong with this guy? I'm not talking about pneumonia. I've never been. I've just said it's a stage of COVID. I've only been talking about COVID. You idiot!
When you are on the computer and people say mean things to you.
I was talking about keeping track of influenza and pneumonia deaths. You sound like a journalist. You hear or see one thing and try to spin it to fit your narrative. Well, JJ, see, that's where you're wrong. I just think you're kind of stupid. Don't you have any friends? I bet you don't have any friends. You're very depressing, JJ. I'm afraid I can't help you. Or how about this one? JJ, you called out a reply. It's like I felt it, but so what? JJ, you got me. I am a journalist. I should have been more forward than this. I actually work with a Punjabi news station. We were interested in the story developing from Brampton, Ontario, and we went with that. JJ's like, what happened to pneumonia? Is that like an older one? Maybe that's the other comment or something. Yeah, that must be the other one. They get out in the wrong order. Influenza, pneumonia, it's all COVID. Hell, stub your toe, it's COVID. Oh yeah, those guys everything's COVID.
I had two of my Ethiopian friends die in 1986 from starvation. That was recently changed to COVID.
You're kidding, right?
Okay, so JJ puts COVID deaths 3 times higher than flu and pneumonia. Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with this guy? I'm not talking about pneumonia! JJ, again with the pneumonia. Keep your racist remarks to yourself. Where did anything come about racist? All I said was I work for a Punjabi news studio. I mean, I could be right. Right? Even if I didn't, how is that even racist? Like, I'm just basically admitting I'm being sarcastic to him because he was saying I'm probably a journalist. He's assuming things. What is racist? And this guy, Kyle Siddell's like, retard. Well, yeah, somehow I'm a retard. Let's put your presumptuous theory to test, shall we? Maybe the person who wrote this is retarded as well. And maybe they are racist because they keep track of big numbers. Yeah, I love when you got these you know, posts, I can't even think of the word right now. It's like, all right, everybody, you're watching my show, and it's that guy that can't think very well. These people that write these articles make a lot of money. Not like you, JJ. You're an imbecile. It's like, JJ's like, how is this article relevant to your comments? Keep grasping. It's about everything I said. Wait a second. Everything I had been saying about this video and on that Coquitlam group. But actually, I never did mention that part there. Oh man, it's sort of like you're going back and forth so much, it's like you kind of forget which character you're supposed to be in, you know what I mean? Or what topic you're talking about. But the character thing, yeah, it's sort of like Mrs. Doubtfire. Back to Robin Williams again. Ha 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 ha!
Why in God's name are you dressed like a woman?
COVID is spreading through the South Asian community. Nobody's saying anything to let the community know to protect itself. And then Miranda Baker. Maybe they should keep their hands to themselves and learn proper hygiene. All the social distancing, self-isolating, and mask wearing has made it so people are not getting the flu as much right now. Yeah, really? Plus, a lot are getting their flu shots. I never have a flu shot. Except me, yeah. COVID, oh yeah, the South Asian community, nobody say anything. I was the one saying something, yeah. Dude, that guy honestly I don't think understands very well. It's just a troll. Okay. Yeah, JJ was stupid anyway.
Ha 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 ha. Hey stupid guy, my wife is a doctor. We know all the coronaviruses, you stupid head. My wife makes more money than you, watch me make out with her now. Ha 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 ha.
Warning. The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyrighted work is illegal. Criminal copyright infringement is investigated by federal law.
Different cultures have different ways of dealing with things. There are people, I'm pretty sure in indigenous communities, on reserves and places that probably have sick people that, you know, stay at home and have medical, certain kind of methods of healing, like their own methods, you know? Black people, apparently, who are also highly affected by COVID, they have high rates of going to doctors, like hospitals and stuff. It's not that you don't see these people, but you know, a lot of white people may not. It's not like a TV commercial. Yeah, lots of white people have black friends and Indian friends and Chinese friends and whatever, and Mexican friends, you know, but like, you know, most white people still hang out mostly with white people. That's still just the way it is. And so if I see a bunch of white people and others, but mostly white people talking on Facebook saying that, that's part of your reason there. Now, South Asians have a lot of people living at home. You know, they got up, like this guy, the mayor, I think, of Toronto. I think he's a mayor. Maybe it was Brampton. Probably Brampton. He said, you know, you got up to 15 people living in houses. I don't know, it could be more. That's a lot of people in basement suites and houses and living in low-income families, you know, working at factories and, you know, chicken farms, you know, pick the berries, you know, people hanging out. And then on top of that, you go into Bhangra, celebration of life events and parties and weddings and stuff like that. And there's another one right there. I did the accent just a little bit. Now, okay, I'll admit I was a little off color in that last video that we did. Well, I wasn't me. That was just my brother Tutu. And, you know, like, impersonating voices, you can't even do, like, if you showed Robin Williams doing voice impersonations, he did all kinds of different, yeah, alright, yeah, let's do the light bulb dance. And he did it on Martha Stewart, and he would do all kinds of characters. He did Aladdin, you know, and people were just had fun with him. But now, he's racist. Or no, it's racist. But if you go back to him, you play the death card, it's like, ooh, Robin Williams. No comment. Ooh, So you can use that one. Oh, that's real nice, our two shot. What are you trying to do there? You know, a little cheap shot, little underhanded blow. Oh, low blow. In the Peel region of Ontario, Brampton, the visible minorities are now the majority. Brampton, aka Browntown, Bramladesh, or Singdale are among the many names that people, white people, have applied to Brampton because of its high racial diversity. They even call it a ghetto, although when you look at places like Chicago, which have boarded up houses and crack being sold on every street corner, and the murder rate is, I think, 600 times higher than Brampton, well, you know, it's not that much higher. It's okay, it's only about 70 times higher there. See? It's not even that bad in Chicago. You know, apparently they've been doing these statistics down there on the racial you know, they have a higher population and people are dying like crazy. You think they're not gonna Fauci, you know those guys? You think Dr. Fauci's not gonna gather every little speck of information that he can? It angers me. Brampton has higher COVID positivity percentage than any other in GTA. We talked about that. Like, some people still don't know this stuff. Brampton has 40% South Asian community percentage in their community, in their town, right? And you got percentages in areas of Brampton ranging from 17 to 19% COVID tested in late October. That's the percentages then. Zane Chogla, an infectious disease physician, he had this to say. Carlos?
That's unheard of anywhere else in Ontario.
The causes are cultural, socioeconomic, low-income families, high-density housing. You know, they're working in factories. You got high chance for the spread. Oh, man. There's no way that you can share this on a Coquitlam group, right, and not be racist. What in the hell is wrong with people? This also answers another question too, like, who are all these people and where are they all? There's that goes to the conspiracy theory, which I myself was a little on board for a while. It's like I hopped on for the train for, I was like, yeah, it's like, glad to see you here, Two Shot, you're with us now. It's like, yeah, man, yeah. It's like, uh-oh, we're losing them. Beer? It's like, all right. A little while later, it's like, I gotta go. But you had 6 beers. Like, I know, but and I probably shouldn't jump off a moving train. Bye-bye! But seriously, that hurt. Oh. That's where my sore knee came from. Damn drunken injuries. Race plus genetics, and genetics matters very much when it comes to susceptibility to disease. This virus, for instance, is a bit less likely to get you if you have type 0 blood. Type O blood, yeah. Behavior more than anything affects infection rates. Health is the major factor for deaths. Yeah. Data on economic status and cultural activities are key, not the data on the color of your skin. Some of these people are so stupid. I mean, the color of your skin has a lot to do with the data on economics and cultural activities. You know what I mean? It's as if they can't see that, like, you're trying to attack the color of the skin. You're just pointing out, like, a lot of things I think are incidental or coincidence, or they just happen to be that way. And because of that, people, they kind of counterattack. These people can't be reasoned with, and they don't help. They're not helping the situation. You know, if you can't be a part of the solution, then you're a part of the problem, so get the hell out of the way. Go join Al-Qaeda. But yeah, these articles, you can put those out there and show, like, this is where my source material comes from. All the info. Like that Chinese guy, the PhD student, Shen Lin, he's awesome. I mean, he started a lot of this stuff. I think he did. At least he was onto this racial link to the higher rates of COVID. You know, Brampton, 19%, 17%. Have we said that like 100 times? You know, indigenous people, black, and South Asian having higher health rates, 2 times more likely than white people, and then the lower incomes, that's 4 times. Let's see what we got here. Here, can you... Here, see? There you go. You got social economic, Zane Choglan, infectious disease physician, didn't I already say that? Yeah, Richmond, you know, they got a lot of Asian people there, like East Asian people. They have like the lowest rates on this chart. Richmond, they're smart. They're like progressive. See, not progressive as in saying, oh no, don't say that. Progressive as in doing the right thing and not getting sick. See? That's another thing too. Even though flattening the curve is important. Let's see how my thing is doing here. Yeah, I'm still on. Woo! We got battery power, ay caramba. That's my one swear word that I'm allowed. Because this lowers the supposed rate, because we've got this sort of nationalized rate in Canada. And we can show it again on my last video. I showed the official COVID stats, and there's nothing pointing to race anywhere, even though they're following in Ontario, and they do have StatsCan, you know, they have information on this about BC to some degree at least, and Quebec. They're not really keeping track of it. You can't find it on these COVID papers. I showed, you know, reports of Quebec and BC aren't collecting ethnicity. What do I have to tell you? It's like I said earlier, I was talking about progressive. Yeah, progressive is in, let's not have comments that say people of different ethnic races and minorities are getting sick more than white people. Let's just be progressive and be nice. Let's just be nice to everyone and have rainbows and stuff. We need to know the stats. Like, I could see someone going, what if it was white people getting sick? Then you wouldn't be able to do this video. Well, yeah, I would be able to do the video. The people would be different. Like, these people are so stupid. We have to flag them. So what have we learned today? What did we learn on the show tonight, Two Shot? We learned that I think I drooled on this shirt once and never cleaned it. We learned that people will think a lot of things. If they want to learn numbers and they have anything to do with another race, they can't accept that and have to say, no, we just have to be more diverse, and we have to look at that this disease affects everyone. Yeah, it does. It affects people with certain types of health more, and a lot of those people happen to be other races, but we can't talk about that. So now what? You want to go play with your toys again? What? I have no idea what we're talking about right now. I haven't slept in days, and I don't even drink alcohol anymore, so everything I can say can be completely withdrawn. Have a good night and day, and learn that Two-Shot, believe in Two-Shot. Can we run a graphic for that? Aside from the slightly messy background, what you may not realize is I have 2 fridges, not 1 but 2.
Believe in Two-Shot.